What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Found Bytes, a game review series. My name is Brian, and I'll be your host. If you don't know about us, we're all about testing out and finding small, high-quality video games. And this week is another Tales and Sales episode, where we do a quick rundown of some first impressions for 5 small games, and then highlight some games from our discussion catalog that are currently on sale on major platforms. So without further ado, let's start with some tales of some games. And let's start with our first game, Lilies, Quietus of the Nights. This game is available on PC and all major consoles. I've played almost 2 hours of this game. It's like a 2D action-adventure game. A lot of similarities with games that you might think of, like a Sultan Sanctuary, like a Death's Gambit. Very beautiful art style. It reminds me a lot of Child of Light, like the crispness of the characters. But it's definitely a lot darker. The tones are darker. It's more hack and slashy than I would have expected or wanted to. The combat is pretty similar to something like Time Spinner, where you have like different sets that you can swap between that have different attacks. It's real interesting how it's put together because you have this character and they find different spirits that eventually travel with them, and these spirits are your different attacks. So each set is going to have 3 attacks that you can kind of equip in there. But it's interesting because whatever spirit is that attack is kind of walking with you, and so it seems a bit clunky. I think your character can only do like the jump and run and dive. But then when attacking, like the different characters pop out, and I feel like there's a bit more of a delay than there should be there. It's pretty simple platforming. The game is pretty linear. I feel like this falls short of complexity that I want. I mean, there's definitely some lore. You know, there's definitely some customization in your battle mechanics and different spirits that you find, but it's just not a game that I was really into. It's not like a Sultan Sanctuary or a Blasphemous or a Death's Gambit. It doesn't have the story or the gameplay depth or the complexity. But if you're someone just looking for a simple 2D action-adventure game, this might be up your alley, so maybe check it out. Next up is a game called Madshot. This is available on Steam and on Switch. I've put probably between 1 and 2 hours. This is a roguelike twin-stick shooter. Really interesting because you can go into levels and it's like a roguelike, you go until you die. But outside of the levels, you can customize what you're going to see out there. You can customize your arsenal. It definitely has some serious Darkest Dungeon, Lovecraftian vibes. Like there are characters that have tentacles and all kinds of crazy stuff. But just visually, it looks a lot like Darkest Dungeon. It's definitely kinetic and fun. I like the idea of it being a twin-stick shooter. I think it's pretty right at home on the Switch. I am not typically into games like this, so it's not my bag, but if you're into games like that, maybe check this game out. Next up is a game called Young Souls. This is available on PC and all major consoles. I put about 1 to 2 hours into this one. It's kind of like this beat-em-up brawler / RPG. It's supposed to be an RPG, although I'm not really seeing it. It's got visually this like Cartoon Network kind of Nickelodeon vibe, almost like Dexter's Laboratory or even like Powerpuff Girls. Like it definitely gives off that vibe. The game is really segmented. It's very stop and start. Like it'll go to a cutscene where dialogue is happening back and forth, but it's like 3 lines and it wouldn't let me move through it. Very stop and start. Like I want to just get into this game, but when the combat comes, as far as I've been playing, it's pretty button mashy. I'm not really seeing a lot of customization. At least maybe the options aren't popping up in the menu yet, but typically you would see the options for that or for what's to come. I really wanted to like this game. I think the name is a big deterrent. Young Souls. I mean, everything is Souls now, and I don't think this really distinguishes itself. And as far as I got, I didn't really see the RPG elements, but I wanted to like it. I just don't think it's really for me. Next up is a game called Neo Cab. This is available on PC, Mac, iOS, and the Switch. I put in a little more than an hour with this game. It's a very interesting setting. It's like a cyberpunk futuristic setting where there's, corporations and journalists or whatever, but you're a cab driver. And so a lot of it is just narrative adventure. It's a lot of choice-based story stuff like dialogue choices or how to respond to someone in your cab. I think it's a really interesting idea, and of what I did play with it, I really liked what I was learning about the world or the story or the lore. It's maybe a bit slow moving, but if you're someone who likes those narrative adventure games or at least an interesting world or storytelling, this game might be kind of cool for you, so maybe check that out. And finally, last game is called Inmost. This is available on PC, Mac, iOS, and Switch. I've put in probably 1 to 2 hours with this one. This is like a 2D puzzle adventure game. It's very similar to something like Typo Man, although the graphics are a bit more pixelated. excited. It does have a horror vibe. It's very dark and hazy, but everything is really defined. You can see things. Controls are a bit on the clunky side. Like, you have this character, and when they jump and when they fall, I just feel like they weigh a ton of bricks, and I really feel it on the controller. I don't know why that is. I don't quite know all that you can do in this game, but as far as I've been playing, it's very button prompt heavy. Like, I don't really see an inventory or the ability to change whatever my equipped thing is, but it's just like anything I collect. As soon as I get up to somewhere where that can be used, I just see the button prompt. I'm hearing a lot of good things about this game. Maybe I haven't played it long enough. I'm sure there's more to it, but I just haven't seen it yet. I don't know if I'll continue with it, but definitely, some scary horror vibes and some simple puzzles that I'm seeing. So maybe check that out if that's up your alley. All right, now let's get on to some sales. Today is Wednesday, November 8th. It is 9 p.m., and I will do my best to give you dates for how long these sales will be viable. And let's start with PSN. Right now, there are two sales going on. There's an Essential Pick sale and an Under 15 sale, and both of them go until 11/17. And so let's check out some games on sale on PSN, starting with Signalis. Signalis is on sale for $15.99 right now. Great game, survival horror game. The Pathless is on sale for $15.99 as well. That's a great price. Gris, or Gree, depending on the language you're using, is available for $4.24. That's a really low price for a great 2D adventure game. Great storytelling there. A Hat in Time is on sale for $14.99. Absolute steal. So much value from that 3D platformer. Void Bastards is on sale for $8.99. That's a great first-person game. A lot of character in that game. Nocturnal is one of our recent episodes. That's on sale for $14.99. Transistor, an absolute steal for $3.99. If you have not played Transistor, first listen to our episode and then jump on this sale. Solvars, another recent episode. That's on sale for $11.89. Great deal there for an innovative JRPG. Narita Boy is on sale for $7.49. Definitely check that out. Time Spinner, our first episode, is on sale for $11.99. That's a great price for a phenomenal game. And Book of Demons is on sale for $2.49. Book of Demons is a nice top-down Diablo-style game, dungeon crawler. If that's your bag, $2.49 is a great price for that game. And some other games that have been in our conversations. Imp of the Sun. This is a game I'm going back and forth with. This is on sale for $8.59. It's a 2D action platformer. Really innovative with the upgrade systems and the different powers. But just something about the consistency of the controls and the double jumps. I was really getting irked by some of those boss battles, even though I love the design. Bug Fables is on sale for $12.49. This is an excellent RPG in the vein of Paper Mario. Monster Sanctuary is on sale for $4.99. That's a great 2D platformer, Pokemon type game. Salt and Sanctuary is on sale for 89 cents on PSN. What are they thinking? This is a phenomenal 2D action platformer RPG. Really great stuff. 89 cents. What are you doing? Salt and Sacrifice, which is the sequel to this, is also on sale for $9.99. I have not played Salt and Sacrifice, but it's the same dev, and it's the sequel to a great game. Darkwood is on sale for $8.99. We've talked about Darkwood a bunch. And finally, Blasphemous is on sale for $7.49. So check those games out on PSN until November 17th. Steam sales. And for Steam, we go to specials, and I scroll down to under $20. And so some games that are on sale on Steam. Citizen Sleeper. This is on sale for $11.99. It's the lowest price I think I've seen it on any platform. This is a great strategy, narrative, choice-based game. Futuristic, great vibes there. Check out our episode on that. Narita Boy is on sale on Steam for $4.99. Astrologaster is on sale for $4.99. Astrologaster is a really entertaining game, story-based, narrative choice, and it's got this great art style, this picture book pop-up type game. Neo Cab, we just talked about, is on sale for $2.24 on Steam. That's a great price if you want to check what that game is about. Monster Sanctuary is also on sale on Steam for $4.99. Check that out. Salt and Sacrifice, sequel to Salt and Sanctuary, that's on sale for $17.99. Only a 10% sale there. Blasphemous is on sale for $6.24. Phenomenal 2D Souls-like game. And Ender Lilies, which we just talked about, is on sale for $12.49 on Steam if you want to give that a go. Finally, let's talk about Switch sales. And for this, we go to the eShop on the Switch, and we click Great Deals. And what's interesting about this is that each game has its own specific number of days left on sale. So I will give you this number, and this number is stemming from the day of publishing of this episode. First off, we have Greek, Memories of Azure. That's on sale for $4.99 for the next 2 days. Check out our episode on that. Narita Boy, also on sale on Switch for $4.99, but only for the next 2 days, so jump on that. Aragami is on sale for $7.49 for the next 14 days. You got 2 weeks to jump on Aragami. Aragami is a phenomenal third-person stealth game. Their studio, unfortunately, maybe a couple months ago, announced that they're shutting down, so definitely jump out and support that game. Sparklight is on sale for $4.99 for the next 14 days. Check out our episode on that game. Morbid, The 7 Acolytes, is on sale for $4.99 as well for the next 14 days as well. The Amazing American Circus is on sale for $4.49 for the next 13 days on Switch. Again, this is a game I keep coming back to. I'm back and forth about this. Really love what they're trying to do here. It's like this tactical role-playing game, sim, you're managing a circus, traveling. It doesn't quite nail it. It is a bit overwhelming at first, but I think there's something there, so maybe check that out. Madshot, we just talked about. Awesome roguelike game, twin-stick shooter. That's on sale for $1.99 for the next 7 days. $2, throw it at it, take a try. Definitely a game if you're into roguelikes that you want to check out. Monster Sanctuary, also on sale on Switch for $4.99 for the next 16 days. And finally, Blasphemous is on sale on Switch for $9.99 for the next 2 days, so jump on that. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Stay tuned for our next episode to see what new games we found for you.